Here in Australia, we have Medicare, and what Medicare is government subsidized healthcare so that individuals can ensure that they get medical treatment for life's necessities. We also have something called a mental health care plan, and a mental health care plan is if you tell your GP you're struggling mentally, they will get you subsidized access to a psychologist or a mental health professional. This is really important because Australia is in the grips of a mental health epidemic. Depression, anxiety, all sorts of mental health challenges are at an all-time high. And so it is the most disgusting act of sheer cruelty that our government has decided to slash the number of sessions from 10 to 5. I already thought that less than one session per month was difficult for someone who's just holding on with sheer grit. But to take it down to 5, meaning once every 2 months, is going to destroy people's lives. In my line of work, I see it, but people don't understand how many people are just teetering on the edge. And it's stuff like this programs that holds them on this side of the edge, who keeps them going another day, who gives them the resources that they need to soldier on. And the problem doesn't go away. If anything, it just shifts it to a different dimension, i.e. usually the criminal justice problem or the emergency medical services. And it's this bureaucratic thinking that just completely upsets and baffles me. Let's take away the human decency element of it for a minute. Let's imagine you're a cold-hearted monster who doesn't understand that people are inherently worthy of respect, dignity, and treatment, i.e. a politician. Do you want people walking around the streets who are having mental health crises that could have been avoided? Do you really think it is cheaper and easier, if we look at purely the dollars and cents, which is never what you should look at, of having people who are struggling to get through the day? Do you think that that's going to make them able to work, or do you think it's going to be able to add a burden to the other social services? And worst of all, it's mean. It's not necessary. You don't need to punch down and attack the lowest members of our society. You don't attack people who are struggling. You help them up. That's what it means to be an Australian. And then there's people like me working in the criminal justice system, seeing the results of these boneheaded, cruel initiatives. And it's just like, it makes you think, what's the point? Like, why on earth are we going to ever move forward as a country if this is how we feel towards people who are struggling?